And in the Bill Gehring thing with Tammy Gehring, my mom and Keith were trying to use the fact that I smoked marijuana to try and put Bill and Tammy under investigation by the police to obviously have Bill killed under mind control with Officer Barrett and all those idiots that will contest to it, to set up Judge Taylor, to victimize Judge Taylor actually. Because, since Addie and Keith and Ricky are going to victimize my mom, they know how to victimize all the people perfectly, so then they all get out of trouble. So they were going to use my drug addiction to fucking put Tammy Gehring and Bill Gehring under investigation for not calling the cops on me for smoking marijuana. And I know this for a fact because I had to talk to Judge Taylor. Judge Taylor's the one who stopped the Bill Gehring massacre crap. Literally, it was Judge Shira Taylor. She was the one who did it. Well, me and her, I guess. I don't know. She used my information, and then she went and did what she did was threaten the police and said, well, I could always do that, or me and Jack put you all in jail, one of the two. So you can leave them alone. I mean, it always works like that, too. Pretty good, decisive, persuasive tool. But like I said, I didn't really need that because I could argue for my whole block. My drug addiction does not pertain around one of my neighbors calling the police on me or not. That is my own business. That is the business of my families. That is nobody else's business. If the police need to get involved because I'm hurting people because of it, that would be their business. Otherwise, I'm not at such a level where I'm hurting myself. I'm not hurting anybody else. I'm not healing them. I'm not doing anything else. I just smoked my fucking marijuana. I didn't even drink at the time. I just smoked motherfucking time. And fucking Keith and Addie and my mom tried to fucking put Tammy Gehring under investigation for not. And they also tried to say that Tony Gehring was smoking pot and shit when he wasn't at the time. Kid was a little pussy before he started smoking pot. Goddamn Tony was scared about damn near everything. But, at the same time, I do have to commend Tony Gehring for being a bigger man than I am. I might have lost my father at a young age in a really hard, fucked up scenario, but he lost his father at a very young age. And me and my dad were happy that he got to be with him and that he did not have to go through anything like me and my dad had to go through at all, whether it was in 2007 or 2011. That's our fucking business, not your family's, man. So Bill was a good guy, and we're proud to have known him from me and my dad. But nonetheless, ridiculous that people would think, kind of like my mom, well, and with Bob and them, well, they put Kenny and Bev on my property in that motorhome, knowing they were meth addicts, and then Dale Boyd now gets in trouble for not calling the police because he's a police informant or some shit. One Tammy Gehring and them were not police informants yet on fucking paperwork contract. Cohen's the one who went up and gave him the contract and had him sign it. So they are not fucking informants yet, so dipshits are the ones who get in trouble for Kenny and Bev smoking meth and shit because that's how Keith, Addie, and my mom want it all set up. Ridiculous as shit. You can't use, just like I argued, to the courts and to any TV or anybody who is harassing me. My problem is not my neighbor's problem. You need to fucking understand this. If you don't understand this, you are violating the law. You dipshit. Like I said, it's not like I work at a casino and I make 5 people a year commit suicide and harass somebody, or I blew up a fucking motorhome, or I fucking, have a bunch of chickens and said I'm head of neighborhood watch and I want to fucking, be in control of this 5-month-old baby molestation in a rehab, and then you pissed me off because you stopped it. It's same as Chicken Boy over there. Same as Judge Grant and their fucking thing. Oh, well, You stopped us from killing that guy. You stopped us from hurting that child. You victimized me. I mean, are you fucking serious? How'd I victimize you? I went and I stopped a crime that you tried to fucking have happen, so then that way I would actually get in trouble, and then you really would victimize someone, you dipshit. But I'm never the victim, because I can't. Because if I'm the victim, then everybody loses in court, and it's just too bad for everybody and all their hard fucking work. So whether someone tries to kill me or not, or rape me, or fucking do whatever they do, or peddle my Peter into jail, or whatever the fuck they want to do, I have to end up sticking up for my assailants. I have to stick up for the whole pod. I have to find the real victims. I have to find the police station. I have to figure out which prosecutors get fucked over. I have to defend my defense attorney, figure out how many defense attorneys they're hooked up with. Because obviously Scott Baldwin's going to go crazy with Barrett about the fucking stupid, like, little Garing thing where Bill didn't get murdered, and then Judge Taylor was supposed to get victimized, and that was going to help the Jen Warren defense, and we're going after Gaynor, and we were going to make Gaynor do it all with the Alana Madden thing, and that's how Norm Miller was allowing it to happen, and we were secretly going to defend Bryson in the beginning, and then we were going to hook up with Miltic, and like, dude, what the fuck, and then you raped a girl. You raped 2 girls. You idiot, while I went out in another fucking county to fucking get a prostitute arrested, to get her off the streets and bust drug houses. And then I came back and you raped my best friends. You fucking idiot. Well, let's blame James Candiff, you know, because James Candiff was working with the Mental Health Agency, and now Judge Grove was allowing it to go on, and John Berg was overseeing it all, but Nick Brajek was going to bust John Berg, and then he was going to say that John Berg was a victim of everybody else, and then he was going to bust that so they could protect Doug Bryson in the future, and fucking, I mean, what the fuck do you guys have going through your fucking minds, and this is what I have to deal with when I have to make these vlogs, because I don't give a shit. I need to make sure evidence can't get fucking deleted now. And if I put it on the fucking internet, you can't delete this shit. Now, if you want to seize my shit and all that shit, fine. Amendment 4, talk to my lawyer. Because right now, I could consider you, with all the contracts I had to go through in those rehabs, I consider you violated Amendment 8. And now I have to make personal vlogs about why the fuck this shit happened. Fucking dildo. Plus, my fucking literal undercover name is no longer Crash anymore. Because of everybody in 2012 and after, my undercover nickname is the Human Dildo. God damn it. So I might as well make these vlogs and be a fucking dildo. Since that's my name. The Human fucking Dildo. Jenny L. Clark named me that. Thanks, Jenny L. Clark, and your fucking law office, and the $350 I paid you to be called the Human fucking Dildo. You bitch. But you know, was it really better being Crash anyways, when everybody called me Crash? Then I'm involved in a bunch of fucking homicide cases. You know, the only thing that my old county used to say is fucking, at least the only reason Chad likes dead people is because they don't fucking talk back to him, so he could solve the case finally. Everybody else is trying to solve their own cases. Chad knows the whole shit, and you guys won't shut the fuck up and come up with stupid theories about why you're all victimized and deserve money. It's just like the Tim guy when I moved here with Chicken Boy. Fucking, so what? Because he's a drug dealer or a drug addict, even if he was a drug dealer. Why the fuck would you all be under investigation unless you were helping him out? They're not going to do that. It would only be him under investigation. It wouldn't even be me. They'd just fuck with him. You guys would all be left alone. And in that case, When police are doing shit like that, I suggest shut your fucking mouth because they're going to handle it somehow. As opposed to you guys play vigilante, babysitters club, neighborhood fucking fuck myself watch. It's just like I told Nick Brajak what he said. You should set up a GoFundMe account for your legal issues, Chad, so you can take everybody out. A fucking GoFundMe account? Are you fucking serious? You want to set me up a GoFuckMe account? You're not doing that, boy. Do not put one of those in my fucking name. Fucking idiot. And then Judge Grote had to tell him, you better not lie to Chad about how long you've worked here, because he knows. I mean, dude, he obviously took out that piece of paper. You read all the racketeering laws, criminal negligent homicide laws, and voluntary manslaughter laws. You got to defense coercion, and he knew to write it at the bottom because you'd yell it in court. And you'd narc yourself out for working with Norm Miller in the Jennifer Warren case to make Judge Shearer Taylor cry in front of my face so you could piss off the entire state of Oregon, saying I'm victimizing county courthouses and prosecution offices and police stations. And then I can't go to hospitals, or all my contracts get killed, and the FBI gets mad, and then they say, well, the cops had to do what they had to do because this guy does this stuff. The fuck is this stuff? I tell the truth, and you can't handle it, and you're fucking scared? That's it? Well, then maybe you shouldn't have done what you did. And I want to be talking to you like this. Kind of like 2015 when Nick Brajak said I was scaring the shit out of him. And he told me to stop. And I said, oh, I'm scaring the shit out of you? Like you scared the shit out of all those teenage kids that you pimped? You think I fucking care? That's the same as 178 Mona Street, Tri-Cities, Oregon, with the Clausen, Autumn Clausen, and Claire case. The only good thing that will ever come from this is that Autumn was 5 months old, and Chelsea will never understand this, but there is no legal limit as to how long we could sue due to the age of your child at the time of the thing. So technically, we're free to do whatever we want. You could go have your life. I could fucking chill for 10, 20 years, and then I could meet up with you, and we'd pay for your kids' college. And I could be like, Clausen, younger Clausen, shit happened. I stopped it. Your mom's a good woman. What do you want to do? It ain't gonna go like that, but that's basically gonna be like, hey, you know, due to your age at the time, and you don't even know what fully happened. Thank fucking God. Same as with Lily and the Boyd case. The only good thing that me and my dad had, and that was that Lily was fucking too young to understand what the fuck was going on over there. So she can't technically get fucked up by the way that my dad went out or died or got involuntarily manslaughtered or criminal negligent homicide or whatever Patsy Sattler threatened to trim Monahan's face. You know, we'll try to do criminal negligent homicide, you little faggot. But 2011 could be a funny thing in court. Like Patsy said, this is all going to be funny. Well, what I find funny is that this block don't know that down here, the reason that Tammy was allowed to do what she did was because my family down here tried to murder fucking her husband. It's my mom, it's Keith, and it's Addie. Oh, and the cool thing is Don even tried to murder his own mom. That's why I didn't really care what Don said about me his whole life, even though he tried to stick up for me. Once you try to kill your own parent, you're pretty much a piece of shit. So, fuck him. But, yeah. And then we have the Johnny Valeri's grandpa thing, which I don't know what to say about that because I'm still kind of investigating that. I already know that Johnny's uncle, who got killed by fucking Anthony Miltick and Doug Carpenter, that's real. I've done that. I already got Doug fired first. So Anthony is the one who should get in trouble for it. Miltick for firing second. Fucking little faggot. But fucking, I don't know what to say about the grandpa thing, but people did blame my dad for that and me. And that's why I assumed that it might actually be real. Because me and my dad had to talk about that quite a few times. Like, and he even asked, like, do you think they actually did it? Like, I don't know. That's a hard one. And that's the one where, like, you know, he was like, well, check on Johnny sometimes and make sure they ain't fucking with Tristan. Because they're going to fuck with Tristan. Because that bitch that you have as a judge, Judge Grant, is horrible. And will fuck with fucking kids, other fake stories and shit. But like I said, fuck it. It's a giant fucking one big bullshit. Is this testimony? Is it not? Or is it something I could watch later on to try and figure out what I should exactly testify to, and everybody else should figure out what to testify to? Because if 178 Mona Street neighborhood watch thinks they're gonna fucking class action lawsuit my fucking old block in Columbia County, Oregon, over the Chelsea Clausen, Claire, and Anna Clausen case, that's a fucking joke.